Hey there everybody, this is Brian Ewald. I'm happy to be back here at the PRS factory in Maryland. Today we are looking at an SE Custom 24. The SE Customs come in a variety of beautiful finishes. The one I've got here is in a gorgeous blue burst. Looking at the top, you may notice some changes to the carve. If you're familiar with the Paul's SE that came out that had a carve that was brand new to the SE line, this now features that same top carve. It more closely follows the lines and contours of the classic PRS core violin carve. So looking over the rest of the features and specs of the SE Custom 24, we've got the PRS design tuners. It is a maple neck in the classic wide, thin neck carve. Rosewood fingerboard, 24 frets. Obviously that's where the name comes from. Bird inlays. It's the PRS patented molded trem. Mahogany body. It's a maple cap, but there's also a very highly figured maple veneer. The SEs always just have beautiful veneer tops on these. As far as the electronics, we've got a master volume and a master tone, which pulls out to achieve the single coil sounds, and a three-way blade switch. That is one way that the SEs also differ from the core models. Instead of a five-way blade, we have a three-way with a push-pull, which actually gives us a sixth tonal option. We can get a lot of variety out of these 8515S pickups. Let's go through and have a listen and see what they sound like. As we go through the sounds on here, I want to mainly do this on the clean channel so you really hear the character of the pickups and hear what they sound like. Clean, in my experience, when something sounds great clean, you can always add gain to it and it sounds great. We will hear it with some gain to at the end. I'm going to go from the neck pickup on back. First, the neck as a humbucker. Nice and warm, but still a beautiful top end. Listen to how responsive it is just with slight changes to the volume control. Lots of tonal options just by making subtle adjustments to the volume control, which is, I love that about every PRS I've ever played. If you haven't tried that, do it. Going into a single coil sound, there's still a very nice volume balance between the single coil and the humbucker tone, so you can switch live without worrying about completely disappearing in the mix. Into the center position, I'll leave that out, so it's single coils. And as a humbucker, so that would be both humbuckers on at the same time. Now the bridge pickup, and I'll start off as a single coil. One thing you'll also notice with these steel molded trems, like you would find on a CE, there's a really great twang that you get from the steel trem. So in the single coil mode, I think it sounds great in conjunction with the single coil sounds on this. But as a humbucker, listen to how sweet this bridge humbucker sounds clean. I mean, it's so round and full. Great tone. The bridge humbucker clean is a tone that I've come to recently really love on these guitars. But of course, everybody doesn't play clean all the time. Let's kick on some gain and have a listen there. Still clarity, but there's a lot of throat to it. Going into single coil, it sounds great. Snarly and just a great single coil neck sound. Let's go to the bridge. I'll leave it as a single coil. You still get that twang. Going into the bridge as a humbucker, where all the money's made when you've got gain on, both for single notes. Doesn't matter where you play on the neck, it's still really full and big. It never gets thin sounding like a lot of bridge pickups do. And of course for chords. Sounds amazing. Really unbelievable guitar for the money. So the Custom 24, as you may know, is the guitar that launched this company. And if you would look at the Custom 24 of today versus where it started, there's been some refinements and revisions. I love the fact that they do the same thing and have that same attention to detail, even in the SE line. This new SE Custom 24 is an absolute delight to play. It sounds equally as good as it looks. I highly recommend getting one of these in your hands and checking it out when you get a chance.